A new front may have just opened in the already explosive Middle East war. And this time the fighting is happening along the rugged mountain of Iran-Iraq border. Well, thick black smoke rising over western Iran, emergency sirens echoing across the border town, and military helicopters circling above the hill. This is the scene Iranian officials described after what they say was a long cross-border infiltration attempt by Kurdish militant fighters coming from northern Syria. According to Tehran, hundreds of armed fighters linked to the Kurdish opposition group, they tried to slip across the mountainous frontier, and that too from the Kurdistan region. Their goal, Iranian authorities claim, was to open a new battlefront inside Iran at a time when the country is already facing pressure from the United States and Israel. But Iran says that the plan did not succeed. The powerful IRGC claims that it launched a rapid and overwhelming counter-operation. Surveillance drone reportedly detected the movement of militant units near the border, and within minutes, Iranian artilleries, their drones, their missile units, they were deployed. Iranian commanders say that the fighters, they were completely neutralized before they could even move deeper into the Iranian territory. Well, explosions were reported across several mountain areas as Iranian forces struck what they described as militant camp and supply position across the border. Well, Iranian intelligence agencies also say that these bases were being used by Kurdish armed groups that have long opposed Khamenei's government. The Ministry of Intelligence of Iran claims that many of the infiltrating fighters were killed or scattered during the operation, while others fled back across the border into Iraqi and Kurdish territory. In the meantime, Tehran is making a much bigger accusation. Iranian officials now claim that the attempt, it was not just a local militant operation, but a part of a wider strategy supported by foreign powers. That's right. Their leaders say that the goal was to create unrest inside Iran, while the country is already engaged in a wider confrontation with the US and Israel. Basically, in simple terms, Iranian authorities believe that their enemies, they were trying to open multiple pressure points at once. Military strikes from outside and internal unrest from the border region. Well, the Iran-Iraq frontier has always been a sensitive zone, right? The border stretches for more than 1,600 kilometers, cutting through mountains, desert, and remote villages. Several Kurdish militant groups operate in these areas, including the faction that oppose Khamenei's rule and seek greater autonomy for Kurdish region. Over the years, clashes between Iranian forces and Kurdish fighters have erupted multiple times. But what makes this moment different is the timing, because right now the Middle East is already on the edge because of the growing confrontation involving Iran, Israel, and the United States. Missile strikes, drone attack, and naval battles are already taking place across the region, from Persian Gulf to the Mediterranean. Well, if border conflicts like this continue to escalate, analysts warn that the war could spread into new threats, pulling in more armed groups and turning the conflict into a far more complicated regional struggle.